You never get a second chance to make a first impression. This is true for first dates, job interviews, and the first time someone comes over to your house. And if your house doesn't smell great, that is always gonna be remembered by the visitor. And even for you in your own home, you don't deserve to live in a house that doesn't smell amazing. So in this video, we're gonna talk about various ways that you can make your home smell great. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel and give this video a big thumbs up if you've walked into someone's house before and you just know what I'm talking about. Smells don't just appear and disappear out of nowhere. There's always a cause, a reason why something smells. It could be a short-term thing or a long-term problem, but either way, when there's a smell, it's a symptom and it's your job to find the root cause. So without telling you to be like a dog, like you have to walk around your house and just start lifting things up, looking under couches. This morning we're potty training my daughter. I was in the bathroom and I literally got on my hands and knees and looked under the bathroom vanity just to make sure there wasn't a rogue baby wipe under there. You've got to do your homework to find the source of that smell. And then once you find it, it could be as easy as picking something up and tossing it away. Or it could be indicative of a more systemic issue that has to be fixed. For example, a mold problem or a moisture problem. Hard surfaces in our homes like flooring and countertops aren't porous, which means they don't generally absorb stains and odors. And that is good for you to know because when it comes to the main source of odors in our homes, we've got to blame it on the soft surfaces, the carpets, drapes, upholstery, bedding, linens, clothing, the things that are nice, comfy, cozy, cushy places for dust and debris and odor molecules to land and settle and build a life. So when it comes to bad odors in your home, one of the first places you want to tackle are those soft surfaces. And there are a couple of ways that you can do this. The ideal thing to do here is to launder those surfaces if you can. That means stripping your linens, changing them regularly. I used to own a rental property many years ago, and I will never forget the first time I walked into that place when we were looking to buy it. And the thing that hit me was the smell coming from the bedrooms of unwashed linens. And I know that smell, it's a very unique smell because I have all this experience in cleaning. It does not smell good. So soft surfaces can really make or break the way a space smells. The other thing that you can do, and this makes a huge difference, is vacuum. It's not only good for reducing dust in your home, but by removing dust, the matrix that is dust, that little grid combination of hair, dead skin cells, all that other stuff, traps odor particles, and that kind of makes your home smelly too. So if you can get rid of the dust, you can get rid of that stuffy smell. If there's a soft surface that you can't launder or you want to refresh it and keep it smelling great between washings, there is another way. You guys know that I'm always very cautious when it comes to any products I use in my home because I'm a total safety mom. And while I'd known about Febreze for years, I wasn't always comfortable using it in my home because in my mind, it was just another air freshener. Well, a few months ago, I was asked to sit in on a session with Febreze to candidly share my concerns and deep dive into the science behind their products. I have to say, my mind was changed. Now, without getting too sciencey, instead of just masking odors, which is what I thought it did, Febreze actually traps, neutralizes, and eliminates them at a molecular level using ingredients that are completely safe to use around your family. The key molecule is called cyclodextrin, which is made from corn. It's this donut-shaped molecule that actually traps and weighs down an odor molecule right in the center. That's how the job's done. And they actually have a page on their website with a complete list of all the ingredients in plain English, which I think is really useful, and I'll link that down below. I should also mention that they have a product called Febreze Free that can be used on fabrics, which has no scent at all. So you still get rid of all the odors and you get all of that technology, you just won't smell anything. And many of you know that I prefer scent-free where possible. If you're looking for a product with rigorous safety standards that effectively eliminates odors, Febreze definitely fits the bill. There are some alternative ways that you can deal with odors. First up is steam cleaning. You know, I've talked about steam cleaning for a long time. The downside, and I'm very happy to share this with you right up front, is you have to invest in a steam cleaner and you've got to take the time to learn how to use it. And if you have kind of a not great steam cleaner, it's not going to get you the results you want. So it really is an investment. But let me explain to you how and why it works. Inside the steam cleaner, you've got this kettle-like situation that just kind of like a pressure cooker. It just boils up all this water, generates steam, and when you press the trigger, it shoots out steam that's supposed to be very, very hot. And the idea is that it's hot enough to melt things away, kill bacteria, so on and so forth. So what's cool about it is if you have, say, a soft surface that's smelly, you can kind of blast it with steam, and the idea is that it refreshes that surface. Option 2 is using an enzyme cleaner. Now, the way enzyme cleaners work is you spray them onto a surface, you allow them to sit for a little bit, and the enzymes, which are kind of like what's in your saliva to help break down food, start to attack and break down the source of the grease, grime, or odor, whatever it is. And enzymes, what's cool about them is they're designed to deal with certain things. So you can pick up very siloed enzymes. You know, this one is for pet stains, this one is for grease. They're really neat, but again, it's got a bit of a learning curve and you have to have that product at home to deal with that particular issue. I like having enzymes on hand because it helps me deal with the potty training that we're going through right now. So we've talked about our soft surfaces, we've talked about our hard surfaces, but now we're going to talk about kind of plasticky surfaces and other alternative surfaces or spaces that we deal with that get smelly. And to deal with these, we can use pantry staples like vinegar and baking soda. Vinegar is great for cleaning or deodorizing things like plastic bins. So if you have a smelly container or an organics bin or a garbage can, you can just soak that with white vinegar, and vinegar does a great job at removing odors. And baking soda, you know, it's kind of like the triple threat. It deodorizes, it whitens, and it is also a mild abrasive. So you guys know I talk about baking soda all the time, but some really neat odor absorbing applications for it include putting it into your spice cupboard. I found that to be really effective, and it's so easy and inexpensive to do. And the same thing for the fridge. You're always told to change out your box of baking soda 4 times a year. You probably don't do it, but even a couple times a year is great because baking soda helps take out those bad odors and smells from your fridge and just neutralize everything so things don't get weird when you go for a snack. Over the past couple of years, we've learned a lot of lessons, and I think one of them that is going to be a trend that's here to stay is the importance of indoor air quality. Not only does clean air smell better, but we know it keeps us healthier too. So if indoor air quality is something that you want to focus on to help your whole home just smell and feel better overall, there are a few things you can do. First, get an indoor air purifier. I've been talking about this for a long time. I really, really believe in them. You turn them on, it's a set it and forget it situation, and it just cleans the air that you breathe in. Next, consider changing your indoor furnace filter. Well, I guess you wouldn't have an outdoor furnace filter. Change that filter 4 times a year. It's one of those things that it's very easy to forget, but it does make a big difference. Third, you can open a window. It's easy and it's free. Just be mindful of the time that you do it. For example, if it is peak allergy season, don't open the windows. A special thank you to Febreze for sponsoring this video and letting me sit in on that very interesting panel I mentioned earlier. Febreze and the ingredients in it are designed with your safety in mind. They are rigorously tested and they go beyond the highest safety standards set by external agencies like the EPA. You can read all about this on their website. In short, Febreze is a collection of products designed to just work differently by trapping, neutralizing, and truly eliminating odors at a molecular level, not just masking them with an air freshener spray. So to learn more, you can visit Febreze.com. Keeping your home smelling fresh doesn't have to be complicated. The methods aren't expensive, they're simple and easy to do. It's just a matter of being mindful and attentive to those smells so that you can eliminate them and breathe in some fresh air. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, if you could have your home smell like anything, what would it smell like? For me, I'm gonna go with lemons. I recently got this new bottle of lemon essential oil, and I have to tell you, when I opened it up and I just breathed it in, I kind of like give it a little whiff. Oh my gosh, it smelled so good. So I'm gonna go with lemons. I'm feeling lemons right now, but let me know what you want your home to smell like in the comments down below. If you wanna learn more about cleaning with lemons, check out this video over here. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.